Recently, in the UK, a 17-year-old refugee went on a stabbing spree, killing 3 little girls and injuring another 20. A horrific scene and a horrific story. And as you can imagine, people are not very happy about this. There has been a lot of protesting and rioting going on. Most of the people involved are right-wing native white British men. And what are they protesting for? What are they rioting for? Well, it's pretty simple. It's for the safety of their own children. Now let's take a look at what the elected officials of Britain have to say about that.
I utterly condemn the far-right thuggery we've seen this weekend. Be in no doubt, those that have participated in this violence will face the full force of the law.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. So with the government openly condemning these riots and putting out the clarion call of calling them far-right thugs, the UK government has riled up the left-wing groups and different Muslim groups to take to the streets and counter-protest these thugs, these absolute animals, who are upset that their children are being stabbed to death in mass casualty events. And now with these groups clashing in the streets, more violence and property damage is sure to happen. But don't worry, they have a crack police force who are going to be out there defending the people and making sure that the violence doesn't get out of hand, right?
The offence of incitement to racial hatred involves publishing or distributing material which is insulting or abusive, which is intended to or likely to start racial hatred. So if you retweet that, then you're republishing that, and then potentially you're committing that offence. And we do have dedicated police officers who are scouring social media. Their job is to look for this material and then follow up with identification, arrests, and so forth.
Oi, you got a license for that retweet, mate? No? Thank God they have their priorities in order, because why would I be concerned with the violence happening all around me as a British citizen, when there are people on Twitter talking ill of our Muslim refugee brethren? Inshallah! You see, Britain for a long time now has been accepting a lot of refugees, importing a lot of foreigners into their country. And right around the time that this really started to kick off, the crime started to increase dramatically. We aren't really sure what could have possibly be leading to this. No correlation seems to be found as to why this would happen. Why would crime increase while you imported mass amounts of, foreigners into your country? Nobody really knows. But these protesters, they seem to have the answer. You see, they put their heads together and they came to the conclusion that it might possibly be all of these foreigners that are causing the increase in crime. Now, if any of these protesters had a Reddit account, they would know that there is no peer-reviewed study that would certify these claims, that would back them up. Yet, they still are taking to the streets. They do not seem to care about the Reddit gold. The UK, in response, has decided to start rounding up all these people, finding out where they're, if people are posting about it on social media, and start arresting everyone involved. That's right, the full force of the British government is going to be coming down on you. You see, a few years ago, Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London, warned the British and said, listen, terror attacks are just part and parcel of living in an advanced, multicultural society. You're just going to have to kind of get over it. But it would appear that his message is long forgotten, as Britbongs en masse are taking to the streets, participating in what I can only describe as fire and fury, but mostly peaceful protesting. And the refugees are not going to take this laying down. You see, these foreigners, with the support of the government, the police, and the media, are going to counter-protest these protesters. And wouldn't you know it, it looks like a full-blown race war has broken out in the streets of the UK. Now, the native Britbongs are basically out there with no allies, no support, facing the full might of the government and all these foreigners. That is, until 4chan decided that they were going to throw their hat into the ring and try to support the native Britbongs in their struggle. But how can the hacker known as 4chan really help in this situation? I mean, it's kind of hard to participate in this or help in this when you're living in your mother's basement halfway across the world, right? How can these NEETs help the frontliners? Well, it would seem that one of them figured out that you can actually submit police reports and chat with officers in a little chat room on their website. And once this information was posted onto the board, a holy flood of autism would rain down upon the different police departments that would be foolish enough to have such a stupid, stupid system set up on their website. Hundreds of false police reports were being typed in, as well as people just simply trying to waste the police time, being little goofballs in the chat room. And provided that you're not living in the UK, you pretty much are in the clear. You're probably not going to get extradited for committing such petty crimes as wasting their time in a foreign country. Well, that's everyone but the anon that made a bomb threat. You're probably fucked, buddy. You're probably going down for that one. But for the most part, the people going, "Oh, sir, please help me. I am Indian. Please help." They're probably going to be all right. And as you can clearly see, they are having a hell of a time. Many keks were being had. Many people were having a good old jolly laugh. There was, of course, your concerned trolls and people claiming to be reporting the threats to the feds, but this did very little to stop them. I guess I should say that they were specifically targeting the areas where protests were scheduled to happen in order to cause the most amount of damage, really. "Hello, please, I need help immediately. The far-right neo-Nazi protesters robbed me. Please, I was just minding my own business walking home from shul, and I ran into a pack of them. They stole my kippa and started using it as a frisbee. They kept telling me to go back, and when I asked them where, they said the ovens, oy vey. As your sovereign, I am ordering you to march on London and dissolve Parliament. Then I want you to execute Order 66. I say again, execute Order 66. Kill every person in England. Godspeed. I know you will do your duty for king and country." Yeah, some of these I don't think I can read fully. Some of these I shouldn't even be putting on screen now that I think about it. "Hello, you're now chatting with a police control room operator. How may I help you?" "Oi, mate. I went to go get me some dem halal foods, yeah? And some white racist man done knifed me, 'cause me asking him if he had license for that knife, and he done said some Islamophobic stuff, yeah? Send the coppers to save me, lad. I'm ending the chat." "You got a license for the chats?" "Help me, lad. I've been knifed." Oh, my British impression is not good. I'm sorry for that, but I don't think I could have read that one in any other way. "Sirs, please, my neighbor is Albanian, and why is that a police matter? He is from Albania, please send help." An agent has joined the conversation. Welcome to the West Yorkshire Police live chat. "Hello, this is Your Majesty King Charles III speaking to my dearest Zogbai. You must fulfill your oath and answer to your king, and I order you, my dearest, to lick Pakistani man's anus to prove to these far-right thugs that diversity will triumph against their hate." Oh, you know what? This guy might get in a little bit of trouble for that one too. I don't think you can make firebomb threats, buddy. But I love right here where it says, "How did you find out about or receive details about the event?" "I planned it." "Hello, you are now chatting with a police control room operator. How may we help you?" "Hello, I have an emergency. Please help." "It is sensitive. Do you have lady coppers working? Please, I need you to send 2 lady coppers with the fattest asses. This is a sexual emergency." I hope this man got the help that he desperately needed. "Hello, sirs. Need help. What has happened? I have captured an Albanian. Do the needful, sirs. Why have you done that?" "Small fellow with a hood. What is the road called in town, please?" "Right, but crazy thing is, I walk up to him and take down the hood. Turns out, little monkey fella." "When did this happen?" "Happened just now. Little monkey fella getting into a house." "What road in town did this happen in, please?" "Please refrain from using the above language to describe members of the public." Oh, man. Well, there's a lot of funny ones that I can't show you, unfortunately. But I guess I'll end this video off with saying, even Sam Hyde picked up on this and was encouraging people to go and participate in the tomfoolery. Now, I don't know if I can specifically say such a thing like that on YouTube, but I would encourage you to head on over to the website and look and see if you can find an active thread about it, because it is funny. You're gonna have a good time. I feel bad for these Brits, man. I really do. I couldn't imagine being a Brit bong. Oh my god, that country is just, it's fucking awful. But I am glad to see that they have finally done something. They're finally starting to do something about this total totalitarian state that they live under, where they just get fucked with constantly. So good for you guys. Keep it up. And since I literally cannot even link you to the archive in the YouTube bio here, I'm just going to tell you the post number. I'm sure you're smart enough to use 4plebs. You'll be able to figure it out. So here's the thread post number. Have fun.